We should follow them so we don't get lost.
Stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of Bards and Nobles. Warning, do not listen to this podcast while in extended spacewalks. I'm Brian the Dungeon Master, and tonight I'm joined by...
Charles Nelson playing alto.
Andrew Danon playing Wes.
Trey on an extended spacewalk. Oh, shit.
Listen here, brother. It's Anthony Boyd coming at you live from Birmingham, Alabama.
All right. Who's going to recap last week's episode for us?
That would be me.
Oh, yeah.
We murdered Boyd.
We can.
No, that's this week.
That's this week? Okay. So last episode, we got caught in a freak. We got caught in a freak hailstorm, which was not normal for that time of year for the town. Boyd almost died from ice in his eye.
From hail.
Then we took shelter with the cheese lady. I don't remember her name, but she had a lot of cheese, and her son is really smart. And then we went back to the hotel to go to sleep. Found a letter. Actually, no, wait, we didn't go back to sleep because it was like middle of the day. So we went back. Boyd went to sleep because he almost died. And we saw a goat. And the goat showed Boyd a bunch of crazy stuff. And then we got a letter that they were supposed to go. We're supposed to go meet this person in the cemetery at the high moon. They went to go try to meet that person, but they never found the cemetery. And then I sat in a tower all night and did nothing. And that's pretty much it.
You saw some citizens meandering about at night when most would be sleeping.
Oh, well,
you saw 3 or at least 2 specific ones that you knew.
Yeah.
Ooh, they could be the lodge. We need to go investigate that.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, Nahel and Alto saw some like weird fucking gnome things with dead giant squirrels and twigs and berries.
Yep. All right.
That's it.
Let me get a charisma attribute test from Yoshiro.
Yoshiro.
Succeed.
Well, it looks like this conversation with Leah is, she doesn't look like she's stopping anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. Is her arm interlocked in mine?
No, she's just standing there talking with
So
you.
we don't have any physical contact?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not yet.
But I mean, it looks like she could talk all morning. It's like it's her day off at the dairy farm. And so she doesn't seem like she has anything to do but talk about not being a witch.
I was like, interesting. You want to walk about town with me and talk more?
Yeah, sure. Where are we going?
I'm going to check out the pumpkin patch.
The pumpkin patch? All Whitehead's pumpkins?
Yes.
Sure, let's go. All right.
I offer her my arm,
and
I lead to the pumpkin patch.
All right. She takes your arm, and she's just talking and talking and talking. Roll a d20 for me, because you engage in conversation with her. 1. All right. You hear as she's going over things, she starts explaining, all the things she's heard about witches. Mm-hmm. She says 2 different things. They can't step over a line of ants.
Okay.
And that a witch who is washed in running water won't clean off any dirt, but it'll diminish her powers until the next full moon.
That sounds complicated.
As such, you'll mostly see witches wash their hands in basins or take baths with like buckets or something, but not in streams. If you were to creep on a witch while she was bathing.
I
We
am
have to invite
interested.
the whole town to the river.
These are like classic witches, not like anime witches.
So they're not like. I was thinking My Witch Academia.
Oh God.
My witch academia.
That was a good show.
So you make it over to the pumpkin patch, which now looks kind of like it looks like it's been picked dry. Like there's the remaining pumpkins that were there have already decayed or been picked at by birds and other woodland creatures. Simon Whitehead, the husband of the midwife Nina, it's his farm, but there's nothing to do there today. There's no farm left. It's just wait till next season. He'll clean it out, but so he's not there. So what are you guys there for? What are you looking for?
I am looking for a trail away from the pumpkins into the woods. So that trail of pumpkins that the goat showed me, I'm looking for I'm trying to track that down, see if I can figure out where that leads to.
Sure, give me an intelligence test.
I'm looking for the goat pumpkin trail.
You seen it? I failed.
Yeah, Leah's like, "What are you doing?" All right, well, this is weird. You guys, good luck on finding the witch. And she leaves as you're off looking through trails and picking through.
I tell her, it's thank you for your company and your knowledge.
No problem.
Just know you're on our list, not a witch.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. None of my friends are witches either.
Okay. I pull out my notebook and I put, probably a witch. Ask her friend knows too much about witches.
No, you can't seem to find the trail right now. You don't know if it's the cold humidity outside or I don't know.
This normally doesn't happen, I swear. I'll probably wait for all cat knows.
All right. So what do you do after you fail to discern? You've walked a couple concentric circles and miles at this point trying to find this trail.
Do I see? I'm looking over the wood line. Do I see any trail heads where it's well beaten paths into the woods?
Well beaten, no. You find multiple poorly beaten paths.
Okay. Is there one that I recognize that the hunters came out of the other day?
That's a different side of town.
Okay.
So no.
Well, no, I mean that's more. That's it. That's good information.
But I mean, it's just the crops here, or the patch itself. It just seems like it kind of has that smell of decay. You can see where blood had seeped into the ground, where some of the pumpkin seeds were stained with blood. But it also looks like someone just picked all these pumpkins and left. So
Okay. Do I see any big footprints around? Abnormal footprints, a weird gate?
you don't see any big footprints. Give me one more intelligence test.
Success.
You see 3 separate footprints moving in all different directions. But they fade pretty much once you get out of the patch because you've been looking for a trail and you didn't see one. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least 3 people have been milling about here recently, in recent times.
Oh, let's look up. I'm just trying to. I saw a path that led up. I saw a path of pumpkins leading up to an outcropping in the mountain, or in a mountain, right?
Yeah.
Rocks with the lights.
Yes.
Can I try to match up and see is there any? Looks like where if I took a short trail from the pumpkin patch, I'd end at a mountain.
Sure. Sure. The pumpkin patch itself is kind of to the north side of the village. And off in the distance, you see the one major, it's a pretty hilly, rocky area to begin with because you're kind of in the mountains or whatever.
Yeah.
But the one that sticks up is to the northeast, and that's what everyone calls the Thundering Hill.
Okay.
That's the only one that looks like it's mountainous compared to the surroundings.
Okay. I kind of just mark, I'll take I don't know, a small ribbon or something. I'll just put it around a tree limb and just mark this is where I want to, when they get back here, we'll start here and try to go towards the mountain or down for it.
Okay.
Then I'll. Is there like just a local goods store?
Yeah, sure.
Where's the Walmart?
I'm gonna go. No, I know who I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna go talk to the tailor, Leo Foundling.
Okay. So you head back into town to look
Yes.
for the tailor.
Yes.
All right. Into the afternoon. What are you guys doing? You wake up from your slumbers.
Yep. I just when I get up, I do my stretches and I look to see if any of my other compatriots are awake
Yes.
from last night.
I mean, you knock on their doors. Is that what,
Well, I
they're
don't.
not in your room with you.
I
Where are they?
I gently paw at the door.
Keep forgetting your cat.
He's trying to remind you.
And I just listen to see if they answer. I go
Is
and
he really a cat? Or is he just a dude wearing cat ears?
I yell, 1 second, and I start to don my armor.
all right, and then I go and do the same to Alto's door.
Yeah.
See
All
if
right.
I hear anything.
I've already donned my armor and I open the door. What's up?
I was just seeing if you guys were if you'd recuperated a little
See what
bit
he's
from
doing?
last night.
You see what he's did to you?
I'm like, yeah, man, I'm feeling great.
Sweet. Like I will wait for Nahil and then I guess we'll go try and find
I join you in the
Yoshiro.
hallway.
All right, sweet. I guess we should go and try and track down Yoshiro so we can go continue our investigation.
We should get a map.
Map would be good. That would actually be a really good idea. There was a number of people that they mentioned that we could probably get a map from.
I think one of them was the woodcutter's wife.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking about. We can go and talk to them.
I'd
Talk to her.
like to talk to the watch captain.
Christina, she seemed like a nice lady. I met her last night. She looks like she doesn't take any shit though. So
I would like to ask her about the shit that she saw or has seen.
Alrighty, we'll put that
All
on our
right. So as you guys
list.
head out from the inn, you hear a calamity outside, a ruckus, if you will. It seems people are gathering outside around the courthouse.
Hmm.
And you see in a crowd of people the mayor, Edna. She's holding her mouth and just like freaking out, yelling, and people are like gathering around her, giving her space and stuff like that. Yoshiro, you come from the east side of this the town, or the north side of the town, and you see this same thing. We'll say you spot the other three first because it's 1 and 3. And you realize as she's yelling and talking, and people are kind of making room. She'd found her 4 front teeth missing, just from her mouth, over the course of the night.
Well,
And she's freaking out. People are calming her down. The doctor's looking at her and like peering into her mouth and stuff.
huh.
But I mean, it's quite a gathering of people this afternoon out in the square.
Wait, so what? She woke up like this?
Yes,
Oh,
from what you can gather.
So she's still in like her nightgown or something.
Yeah,
She just wake up, run out. Meh.
yeah. Basically,
I want to move.
she had a late night, so like she woke up pretty late in the day.
I want to move to the edge of whatever crowd has gathered and observe, like, who I see there.
Okay. You definitely see the doctor. Let's see. And you see, as far as people you've seen before, you see,
See me.
yeah, you definitely see Yoshiro out there. You see Ursula, the innkeeper, out there. And you'll see the watch captain out there. She's making her way, and she's like stomping through the crowd, and like people are parting ways for her. And she's like getting with the mayor and kind of just establishing the situation, what's going on and stuff. And she's basically getting people to back up, and she's already called some of the other watch guards in there. Like people are kind of like making room, trying to push people back and make room.
Right. Yeah, I want to move to the perimeter and see who shows up there.
Okay.
I'd like to take a look around in the crowd and see if I see anybody that looks like they're happy about what's going on, like they're not shocked or or maybe like they're smug maybe.
Give me an intelligence test.
Okay. That would be a pass.
The only person that you recognize that doesn't seem to be shocked or surprised or afraid would probably be Irving, the blacksmith.
Okay.
In fact, he's the first person you see kind of like take note of what's going on and then kind of like shrug your shoulders and walk off.
It's interesting.
Can I kind of fly casual and just kind of sidle over and just go into her house? I assume she just knocked the door open. She's in the street causing a commotion.
Give me a dexterity test. We'll say with advantage. Sure.
That's funny.
Fail.
You walk in like, I'm gonna check this out.
No, as soon as you start moving over there, you see some of the watch. You see the watch captain actually. She's kind of like telling people to do this, blah blah blah. And as you make your way there, she puts her hand firmly on your arm. It's like, no, we're gonna need everyone to get back over here. Everybody get away from house. We're gonna sweep the house and we'll check her space.
Excellent. That's what I was going to do.
She's like, well, we've got it handled, and she like kind of shoves you off.
I give no resistance. I'm like, cool.
Check her space. It looks like she's got about 4 teeth's worth.
She spots you. The mayor spots you guys, and she's like, she makes a beeline towards you.
I want to speak to your manager.
She's like, when you guys find this witch, you make sure you bring him to justice. You bring him to us, and we'll make sure they answer for all these problems in the town.
Absolutely. Do you mind if we check your house for any cursed objects or signs of breaking and entering?
Your teeth?
She says, Christina's already on it. Get with her to work with her. Do whatever you need to. Just make sure you get this witch. I want to see her burn.
I look at Christina. I'm like, you heard her. Like, you're gonna let me take a look. I can obviously see things that you can't.
She says, like what exactly? I saw that little light show you pulled in the square the other day. What did that do for you exactly?
It showed me how most of this town puts off a magical aura. How some of you have a not super clean aura of magic, and it helped narrow down a lot of the investigation.
She stares at you steely with one eye.
I stare back at her.
And she's like, yeah.
My bad eye closed.
She's like, we'll see how much it helped. Go ahead, make way. She says, clear a path. Let these guys in.
As I start walking in the door, I'm like, water try.
I'm going to stand outside. I want to stand around all the action and just observe and see if there's anything like anyone running off or anything like strange on the perimeter.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to just stand in the crowd and watch for the witch.
All right. Who's that?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
It's that person.
It's the one we're looking for.
We got at least 30 episodes, so just start picking one. I want to know if the notary is the witch.
Looking for pointy hats.
I am surveying her, starting in her bedroom, looking, just kind of flipping the mattress, looking for teeth.
Okay. So yeah, her house is it's one of the few named houses in the town. It's called the King's Hall. It's a massive 3-storied plastered building with small windows and thick walls. And it's got like its own garden. There's like its own well in the backyard or in the courtyard area. It's got these huge heavy doors.
Fancy.
Yeah, you let's see. Give me an intelligence test. What are you doing?
Actually, I would actually like to try and just kind of mosey through the crowd, smelling for that mix of like herbs and stuff that we had on the letter, just to see if I can pick up anything. Yeah, that's what I'd like to try and do. Maybe trying to figure out who might have left the letter.
All right, what attribute is your species written next to?
Dex and intelligence.
All right, so give me an intelligence test. And you can do it as advantage.
Okay.
Alto, what are you doing?
I walk around the outside of the house to see if it looks like anyone tried to enter.
Okay. Just go ahead and tell you that. No, it doesn't look like there's like forced entry or anything.
We can change our affiliations
each day.
Each day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I passed, by the way.
Okay. You smell some of those, a few of the same herbs and spices and things like that
At the KFC.
on
It's a big chicken.
let me see. Actually, sure. You looks like the carpenter. You get a whiff of some of the same things.
Okay.
But also on the priest.
Okay.
And also for me.
Yeah. No, you're inside.
Yeah. You're not in the crowd.
Yeah.
So Sling
I am
Stringer
the crowd.
and Wolfson.
Yeah. And Nahel, the only person you see that left was the blacksmith.
I follow him. Her. Them.
I mean, you've met him before.
Him. I follow him.
Okay. All right. Inside the house, you don't find anything in the bedroom. And are you the only one in the house right now?
I think so.
Cool. Yeah, just in the drawing room, you just notice really the main thing that sticks out is just like there's this a whole complete set of old Renaissance cutlery and cookery. Easily valued at like 2,000 cash. Under her bed in the bedroom, you see like just a huge stash of like gold rings and rubies and stuff.
Jeez.
The furniture she has is massive oak inlaid with pearl and ivory and ebony. There's furs and dresses and just it's everything in here is money. It's like old money. In fact,
I do declare.
there's a vault downstairs, and there's actually like kind of some of the watch guards that are kind of like standing in the way, not letting you like go towards the vault.
That's fine. I don't want to go towards the vault. I'm looking around windows. I'm flipping over a pillow, mattress, looking at the sheets. I'm looking for teeth. I'm looking for entry marks into the house through the windows or something.
Sure.
My intelligence, I succeeded.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't see anything except for a little bit of out of place sawdust by one of the windows, like the bedroom window on the third floor. That's the only thing out of this whole house, because she has a staff that keeps everything clean, keeps everything pristine and in place. And it's the only thing you see is like some sawdust.
I scrape it into my hand and I smell it. What kind of wood is it?
Teak.
Okay. I open the window. Do I see any scratches on the windowsill or anything because someone climbed in or climbed out?
No, you don't see any.
Okay. I'll go report to the captain.
Okay. You guys all share notes, I guess.
Yeah.
I fall after the blacksmith.
Sure. He just goes back to his place. He's heading to his shop. Looks like he just heads into work.
I mean, is he like running back? Like, he's just like, I mean, How suspicious does he seem? Like, is he like
no, he just when
he's not running away from the scene. He's just like, all right,
he's like, I got shit to do. Like,
right. He's just walking.
It's a what day is this? It's a Tuesday in the afternoon.
It's a Tuesday afternoon. He's not at work.
No, he was on lunch and he was walking around. Then he heard the calamity that kind of gathered people in the square.
Yeah,
and then he was like, oh,
let me scurry away.
Going back to work.
Okay, interesting.
Is he the witch, Brian?
I follow him back to his place of business.
Yeah,
and thinking about it. After he walks,
I don't think you can.
You think I'll make a new character real quick?
You'll burn yours as a witch. Game, set, match.
I just sort of I don't go knock on the door. I just sort of walk up the window and I just sort of
well, I mean, he's outside. He's like in the
just a like suit of armor looking in the window. Ignore me.
His shop is open and there's like just an awning that covers all his stuff there. He kind of keeps it's like an open face shed.
Yeah, you got to let all the fumes out.
Yeah.
I walk up to him and I ask him if he has time to work on my sword.
He's like, oh, I thought we talked about it. You said it was too expensive for you, or you didn't want to leave it here.
There's no shark in here.
I didn't know if you had
to start sharpen my sword.
I wasn't sure if I had time to lend it to you to repair it, or okay, or if you had time to work on it.
Shine the old shield.
You're not here. I say, if you have time to work on it, I think I would like you to go ahead and fix this for me.
All right, yeah, sure, I could do that. Oh, wait. All right, yeah, sure, I can do that. I forgot. This is what he sounds like. Of course, I can work for. Yeah. You just want me to sharpen it? You want me to reseat this cross guard?
I hold it by the handle and I kind of shake it and show him there's a little wobble to it. I'm like, I mean, if
that wobble he told you about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because your pommel is throwing the weight off. It's not balanced.
Yeah, my fort is a little loose here.
Yes, the hilt is
hilt. Oh yeah.
Okay,
is that what you call it here? Okay.
Yes, of course. I can fix this for you.
Yeah. All right, that'd be great. It's just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if you try.
Of course, that's the only way.
What can you tell me about this? These.
He's like, wait, hold that thought.
Yeah, sure.
Leo, you're back, and you look up and you see this young boy. He's probably about 14, 15 years old, and he's got a huge it's like a very crude backpack. And you see his hands are like blackened all the way up to his forearms. He's got soot and charcoal all over his face. And he's like running up and he's got sweat dripping lines down his face. And he's like, yes, Mr. Staffson, I'm back here. Here you go. And he drops the bag and he flips it open. And you just see like large stack of charcoal. And he's just like, he says, Nihale? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, all right.
He's like, this is my boy Leo.
Oh no, we've met.
Apprentice.
We've met.
How is that possible?
No, this is his apprentice, not his son.
Oh,
he's been out of town. He's been in Dalio for the past 2 days.
We've met.
Okay. He said, "Thank you, boy," and he hands him some cash, and then he's like, "Oh, sweet, thank you," and he puts it in his pocket and runs off. And just runs off down the street.
Rob the boy.
He's like, I'm sorry, what were you saying again?
I mean, I just wanted to talk to you about anything strange you've seen. It's just us fellas. What do you know about these fish occurrences or the
We've
hailstorm?
already interviewed this guy.
He's like, he says, I mean, strangest. That all sounds like it doesn't affect me. I mean, burnt fish or dead fish, it's fine. You just cook it and you eat it. Pumpkins, nobody likes pumpkins anyways. It's what is pumpkin? It's fancy squash. Weirdest thing I've seen around here is the tailor and his garish clothes that he makes, and or Mr. Oleg, who's never around. He only walks around at nighttime. That's weird to me.
Mr. Oleg, the town stranger?
Yep.
It's strange to me. Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
So him boning down that one woman?
Did you say boning down?
What? What are you talking about?
No, there's a woman. She was attracted to the stranger. No, it was the census lady's porn.
Are not here.
I'm just connecting dotted lines.
He says,
Connecting the dots.
What do you know about Oleg?
I know
Other
he
than
brings,
he's strange.
he brings nothing of value to Bridge. He comes in with his fancy clothes and his fancy out of town money, and I don't know. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he walks, he talks.
How soon after he showed up did all of these strange occurrences start?
He's been here for 2-3 years now.
Oh, okay. So I mean, he's been around for a while before all of this started, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's been for a while now, but that doesn't make him part of the real Bridge.
No, I understand that, but I mean, you don't think he's a witch, do you?
To be completely honest, I thought only witch could be woman.
That's fair. All right. I set my sword aside to him and I say, hey, if you could set this for me, I believe the town will cover the cost of that for you.
I don't think so. I believe you say you tried that last time. I was told you to get either a permit or paperwork, something. Yes.
Notarized IOU.
Economy doesn't run on trust.
Interesting. You're right. And I take my sword back and I go,
Dos Madonia coming out.
All right, well, I have plenty of work to do, so.
Yeah, you get to that. Thank you.
All right. So what are the three of you doing? You've shared notes about you didn't find any forced entry. You found some sawdust and stuff.
I'm talking to the captain, telling her about the sawdust.
Yeah.
They said there's doesn't seem any forced entry. Can't see the teeth.
Sure.
Is the doctor still around?
Yeah, sure.
I was like, hey, Doc, come here.
She's a rather large woman. She's got glasses, and she's like, wait, did you just click at me? Did you just me? No. You're all right, sweetie. We're gonna try that again. Who am I? Go ahead. You see the stethoscope?
Bitch, you see the sword on my head? Get the fuck over here.
She's like, she looks at the captain. She's like, good day, Captain. I've got a lot of patience to see. And she walks off.
She's a witch.
My eyes flare up with flames. And it's like, that's number 2 on the list.
The captain gets in your face and she pulls your collar forward. And she says, really? Bitch?
Look at her, I go, I said bitch.
She's like, yeah, we're done here. You guys get out of here.
Look at the windows of her soul. I say,
give me a charisma test.
Oh, God.
Because she stares hard at you back. We'll see whose soul is being peered into harder at this moment.
if I miss my trade, does it count?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Roll right.
Success.
Uh-huh. No, you and the captain just have this like stare off for a few seconds, and you guys, it gets awkwardly intense because it just carries on way too long as these two are just staring each other down.
I Salt Bane's like, the sawdust is teakwood.
Oh my God.
And I walk away. And she fucking hates me.
Well, let's see.
That's 2 hate.
Yep. That was quick in that one. All right. So what are you guys doing now?
I look through.
It's let's see. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I look through the crowd or what's left of it to see if I see the woodcutter or the.
At this point, it's already pretty much been
Okay.
dispersed. Yeah.
I'm like, guys, if he found sawdust, then maybe we should talk to the woodcutter.
The carpenter.
Yes. Oh, is there a carpenter?
There's a carpenter.
Oh, another good choice.
Rehoboam Wolfson?
Rehoboam.
Whatever. Also
Rehoboam.
Rehoboam. Also he kind of had some of the same scents that were on that letter that we had the other day. So I think that's kind of interesting, actually. Sawdust and similar scents. Maybe it's somebody we need to go talk to. Yeah. No?
Yeah, let's do
The
it.
carpenter? Yes.
Yes.
I mean, at this point, yeah, the crowd is pretty much dispersed, and it's
Yeah.
like between investigating her house and you know peeking through everything, and going, it's getting later into the day. It's like
Okay.
it's
As we're walking off to
getting
the
into
car,
evening.
so is it like, oh, if we don't sleep now?
No, not. You got
Yeah,
4
one
parts.
more-
There's morning, afternoon, evening, night.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we're walking off,
Entering the
we're heading
evening.
towards the carpenter. I'm like whispering, and I was like, guys, the wage disparity in this town, that mayor, fucking loaded. I was searching through the house. She got golden jewels, mink coats. She got fine furniture.
You know that the rings and jewels just under her bed alone was like $4,000 in cash, and just like the furniture is like 10 sacks of like $4,000 to $5,000 each. Just like it's big.
I was like, each room, literally multiple Ks of cash. And then there was a vault. They didn't want me in at all. I don't know, dude. I don't even know if there's a witch in this town. It's just something fishy going on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
I'm just saying, this place, something definitely up.
I
feel like
what gave it away.
Well, I'm telling you, I feel like every house we go in, there's like this little thing that someone just doesn't want anyone to look into, and I feel like they're all just loaded. I feel like we are getting played.
So you're saying no witches, just riches?
I'm saying it's rags to witches up in here.
Why?
I haven't drank in a while.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
As I don't know, where are you guys reconvening at? The 4
We're
of
going
you?
to the carpenter.
I mean,
We
like,
should go probably collect.
you guys
our
have to
comrade.
meet. Yeah. at
I
some
would
point.
like to go to the.
No, he likes splitting the party. Let him go.
Yep. Oh yeah. You're gonna be a dick about splitting the party now.
I also fill in those two about going to the pumpkin patch and
Sure.
marking the trail and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the outsider's house that we tried to go to earlier.
Oh, the town stranger.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna revisit that house and see if
The stranger and the merchant are the same person, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I go back to that house.
All right. As you're heading over to Oleg's, as the 3 of you head over to the carpenters, you do notice that there's like a handful of people in the town. They're starting to gather bundles of sticks and like twigs and branches and things for like a bonfire. And just like in the middle of the town square, you see people kind of like starting to stack up stuff for a bonfire.
Huh.
Let's see. You go over to Oleg's house. And I mean, you find his house. It's just this old kind of like,
Yeah, I go
decorated and
I go and knock on the door.
The door opens. It's just a crack it opens inward just a little bit. You hear a hello, and it looks like just like a housemaid. She's probably half your height, and she looks up at you, and she's round and she has a pleasant smile. She's like, hello, oh, how can I help you?
I say I apologize for opening the door. Is Master Oleg available?
He's not available right now.
Misa Oleg no here.
He's not here?
He's not available. He's not taking any guests right now.
Oh, pardon me. I am Nahale of
Nahil.
Yeah. If you
How can I help you, Mr. Nahil?
Mr. Oleg, I believe Mr. Oleg was expecting me. If you could just tell him I'm here, that would be...
That doesn't make any sense. He doesn't expect anybody.
He doesn't expect anybody?
No. Not during the day.
Tell him that you should always expect the unexpected. Punch her in the face.
He doesn't take any guests at this time.
When does he take guests?
Later tonight.
Later tonight? Then I shall wait. Where should I wait?
I mean, I guess the drinking room or hearth home is always a good place to wait.
Then I wait there.
Okay.
I like your style.
The three of you look for Rechiboim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
That is where we go.
Duh. God, I was such a dick. We rewind that.
Nope, you chose that.
Completely out of character.
As you make your way through the town, you notice, people are building a bonfire. You notice it, and it definitely looks like they're building like it's like a temporary effigy for the Firebringer. Just like it's something that people do every once in a while. Obviously, the events from earlier this morning and things like that got people distraught enough to want to do a quick little burning. But you find Mr. Wolfson's house. It's a large, rambling building. It's kind of like it's like two buildings put together almost. One of them is newer than the other one. It's hard to tell which one. It's got old chestnut trees that grow out and through it, and wooden gangways that ramble around outside of the house.
So basically, it's just like a giant tree house.
Kinda, yeah. So you just knock on the door.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, cool. You hear a voice that's like, you see a young man open the door. He looks like he's just joined the military. He's got a very clean cut. He's got a very chest out. He's got a very prideful look to him. He's like, yeah, how can I help you guys?
We're looking for Mr. Wolfson.
Speaking.
So you're the carpenter in the town?
No, actually, that's my father. I'm Casper Wolfson, his son, his oldest son. And he shakes your hand, and he's like very firm and grabs, kind of like grip checks you a little bit.
Okay, I don't respond to that. I was like, so you're not Mr. Wolfson, you're just his son.
He says, I'm Mr. Wolf's son. I'm Casper Wolfson. I'm an adult too, damn it.
Okay, can you get your dad for me?
He's like, give me a second.
Are you the man of the house?
God, I gotta slow down. I'm such a dick.
Close the door. He says,
There's people here for Dad!
Mom, meatloaf.
Do you even know who my dad is?
as the door opens back up, and you see like an old, big pot-bellied man, the carpenter, Rahibon. He says, hello, gentlemen. How can I help you?
There's been some concerning evidence found at the mayor's house that implicates you in some trouble, sir.
Evidence? Oh, I highly doubt that. And then he takes a seat on his patio. It's got like a bench there. There's like some chairs. And he beckons you guys to sit down. He pulls out a pipe and he's like, "So what kind of evidence do you feel incriminates me?"
Ask him what's Irish and stays out all night.
What's Irish and stays out all night?
I don't know.
Patio furniture.
Oh my god!
Patio furniture. I tell him that joke.
Wow.
Oh, God.
I don't know what to do with that.
He finds it hilarious.
We set the town on fire. I'm done with this.
So he says, "Yeah, what evidence do you have?" And he just like takes long draws.
Tell
from
me
his,
what you know about
pipe.
teakwood. You been working with teakwood lately?
He said, "I would if we had any around here."
Well, tell me, do you know anyone who does?
No, you'd find that more up north, not in this region. You'd have to get teak imported, which I'm sure the mayor gets whatever she wants.
That's the truth.
Well, we found a lot of sawdust in the house. That house is normally spick and span.
What does that have to do with me?
You're the carpenter.
What in spam?
I'm
He
just
says,
telling
you find a handful of dirt. Do you talk to the farmers?
Yeah, we already
Yes.
talked to them.
Listen, we're new to this town. We're going off of whatever we can, and this is what the town guard suggested. What's her name? Christy. Yeah, I don't like her either. But
She's a hard woman to like, but she does her job here in Bridge.
and that's why we went with her instinct, and we're just coming to question, just talk.
Wait, her instinct told you to question me?
It's the most obvious thing to do, and that's what we're doing right now.
And he says, "Well, I can tell you. Let me answer your question. I don't have anything to do with teak wood. I wish I could get my hands on some of it. It's kind of expensive to get it imported here."
Okay, would you mind if we look around your workshop just to corroborate that?
I mean, I got a lot of trade secrets in there. What are you looking for exactly?
Specifically, at this point, teak wood. We're looking for any kind of abnormalities, any kind of special runic carvings, perhaps. Looking for missing teeth.
Give me a charisma test.
Pass.
You said pass?
Yep.
All right. He says, "Yeah, I can walk you boys through my shop."
Thank you, and we'll be sure not to disturb anything.
Yeah, he exits the building and he guides you guys over. It's like out back. It's just a few steps, over there. It takes you through, and it's a nice, it's a pretty legit carpentry thing. He's got all kinds of woodwork and art that he's made off to the side. He's got all his tools that are all handmade. He's got all kinds of projects.
As we're walking through, I discreetly am going to activate my astral vision and just look around. Do I see any magic auras pouring off of anything?
Casting this, using your astral vision before has always been like a thing that everyone's seen or whatever.
Yeah.
So doing it discreetly is obviously going to cost more.
Yep.
And so you're just looking for magical auras.
Yeah.
Just walking through, Boyd just dies. What the fuck happened?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a D6 then.
Well, life on the edge, and I'm dead.
Wait, if the cost of the spell is more than his life, does the cast even go off?
Yeah, he takes his toll. He goes unconscious.
Just right at my HP 4.
It was 4. All right, so he's walking you two through, and he's showing you, the different things And this whole time he's got his puppy. It's a little wolf pup that he calls Diego with him.
Call my brother Yoshiro if I die.
And he's showing you like this huge table that he just carved, and it's got this huge like inlaid carving of like the water drinker and the fire bringer, and it's gods. It's amazing. It's immaculate. And you guys look over, and Yoshiro's just like twitching, his nose is bleeding, and he's like and falls backwards, and you see Yoshiro go unconscious.
Oh shit!
Did
you see another goat?
What just happened? What's going on? And he yells out, and he's like, Maria, get out here, get some water, get some bandages. Casper, get over here. What are you guys doing? You see Yoshiro just pass out.
I'm just like, I start looking around for a goat, because this is what happened last time. There's a goat. He's looked at the goat.
You don't see any goats. I'll tell you that.
I don't know what's going on then. It's like, we need to help him. Obviously.
Go check on him, try to see if I can wake him up at all.
All right.
Dead as a door. Hail.
I've seen deader.
Let's see. Give me a Constitution test.
So, like, when you like run out of HP, do you do like death saving throws like you do in like 5e? Or?
Success.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just like death saves or whatever. But you level off. You're just unconscious right now with 0 hit points. And they start to administer first aid to you. What are you guys doing? His son is in there and his wife is in there, and they've got your head propped up and they've got like, water, and they're like patting your face, and they're just like trying to figure out what's wrong with you. Like it just looks like you just had an aneurysm. Before you passed out, though, you did see there was no magic coming from the room itself, from the tools, from the things he worked on. There was like you definitely saw an aura of this like symbiotic energy transferring between him and the dog.
Huh.
Oh, that's why you did your fingers like
They banging.
The dog's eating some peanut butter in his day.
Oh God! What are you guys doing? What are you two doing? They're nursing him back to health.
I don't want to go. I mean, I want to look around, but I don't want to go wandering through this man's shop, to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
Because he was kind enough to actually like walk us through, and he was being open with us.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go and be there with Yoshiro, try to make sure that he's taken care of, and then I guess once they kind of figure out if he's stable or not, try to get him back to his room so he can rest.
Okay. Alto, what are you doing?
I'm staying out of their way while they take care of him, and then
okay. They pretty much nurse him back to health, and they are not to health, but they stabilize him.
Okay.
And they kind of hand him off to you guys. He's still unconscious going into the night. They hand him off to you guys, but over talking with them, they kind of like between his family and stuff.
Yeah.
With you, Alto, he kind of talks about how some of the people in the town, he doesn't know much about witchcraft or anything. He just cares about the well-being of the town of Bridge. And the town of Bridge being the people. He doesn't really trust some of the outsiders that have come in lately. To be fair, he's like, to be fair, I just don't trust you guys that much either. I have no reason to.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, it's always good to be a little weary of new folk.
It's understandable.
He's like, but I don't know, that Anya, she, I don't know. Jesus is a weird guy, anyways, and someone came in and married him. That's, I don't know, something's weird about that. Oleg's always been a character. I don't really like him.
Yeah, we've been trying to meet with Oleg, but he's a hard man to get a hold of.
I bet so.
We do really appreciate your time, and sorry about this incident with our.
No problem. Get your boy some rest and get something in his belly. I'm sure things will be all right. Maybe under better circumstances, I can show you some more of the shop. Yeah,
that table that you showed us was immaculate. You're doing some amazing work.
Thank you. And as you guys are leaving and walking out again over the just conversation as time goes on, both of you roll a d20 for me.
8, 11.
All right. His wife kind of says, like, well, I know a thing or two about witches. If you guys are looking for a witch, I know they have their animal familiars. They usually have human faces. So look out for that. If you see an animal with a human face.
Interesting.
What did you roll?
8.
Oh, what did you roll then?
11.
Oh, okay. And then the son says to you, he's like, well, I heard that if a witch sleeps while holding something of yours, then they can dream the same dreams as you and see your dreams.
Kinky.
They're gonna be real disappointed.
All right, so back at Hearthhome.
Yeah,
you guys brought.
We get Yoshiro into bed. Make sure he's looks as comfortable as we think we can make him. As the night falls, stars are out. It's a cold, cloudless night, and the fire is going full blast. Like there's this huge pyre that they've erected, and you have citizens that have they're praying and kind of some of them are like wailing and doing like firebringer purification prayers and stuff like that. Push them all in the fire.
Huh?
Push them all in the fire.
You definitely see the tailor out there.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely see the miller, the schoolmaster, and oh, you actually see Rahiboam kind of stop by and kind of see what's going on.
It's interesting.
And burn his teakwood evidence.
So what are you guys doing? It's nighttime.
I'm dead.
You're unconscious. After the rest, you'll have full HP.
Yeah, I would say.
What do slayers dream of when they take a little slayer snooze?
Excuse me.
Do they dream of killing demons?
You done?
Or Halle Berry in her Catwoman suit.
Oh my god.
Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
All right, what are you guys doing? Let me know.
I think since we spent most of the previous night awake, I'm probably just gonna sleep tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the edge of town where I saw the lights.
Sure.
And set up
across the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Alto?
I
invite Alto to join me.
I grab a quick bite to eat and then join him.
Okay. Like where are you setting up? Are you just nonchalantly chilling on the bridge?
I wander towards where I saw the lights and I try to find a place to post up.
Do you not ask what happened to me? They carry my unconscious body. He doesn't care.
If he dies, he dies.
We can find new friends.
I don't really fucking know you.
That's true.
All right, you post up on.
I know Alto. And I trust Alto.
All right, so you guys would just post up on a tree, I guess? Is that what you're posting up? Like, what does posting up look like for you guys?
We moved to where...
Are you hiding in a cart, kind of doing like a stakeout thing, or what?
We moved to where the area where we found the lights. And
yeah.
we, like, is there building we can climb on top of? Is there?
Oh, there's the tower that
the
Wiz was
tower, yeah.
climbed on top of. It's like at the end of the bridge. It's just like a little guard tower that's just over the entryway.
I mean, if we can access that freely, then yeah, sure, we climb on that.
Yeah,
tower.
sure. They're like, yeah, you guys come up here.
All right, sure.
I mean, how visible are we though?
Well,
On the
when we
tower.
climb on the tower, I want to ask: is there other people on the tower?
Yeah, there's like one guard.
All right, I say, did you see any lights or anything?
He's like,
How many nights ago was this?
like 2 or 3 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 nights ago.
He's like, I didn't see them. It sounds like you saw some like forest spirits.
Forest spirits? I mean,
Yeah.
is that out beyond where we are right now? or-
Yeah, they mostly stay in the woods. Stay out of
Oh,
town.
okay. Did you see
Yeah.
anything like that in the forest? or-
I've seen them before, not in the past week or so.
Oh.
I mean, we rotate around. I didn't see any. I wasn't here 2 nights ago.
Oh, well, wait.
Yeah.
Who was here 2 nights ago?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like Jimothy.
Where's Jimothy?
Dude, I don't know. I know my schedule. There's like 12 of us.
Wait, okay.
Guards in
I
the city?
understand. It's fine.
You'd have to talk to Christina. She would probably have everyone's
Where's your
schedule.
sergeant? Yes. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to her, please.
Oh, she's probably at the guardhouse or in the middle of the city.
The middle of the city?
Yeah, it's where the guardhouse is at.
It's just like,
It's like a little bit. It's like a barracks where we all like put our stuff up. You know, I don't wear this home. It's a uniform. Like,
okay. All right, great. We'll check into that later.
while you guys are talking, you do notice a couple of people. Are you spending like all night out here? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing
sure.
to post up here.
Okay.
We'll sleep in shifts.
Both of you give me intelligence tests.
Oh,
Yep. 1.
Success.
Yep.
All right. You see a group of people kind of like leaving the town. Yeah, and they just walk out on the bridge. They're just walking away into the woods.
Oh, we need to follow them.
You you
I turn to Alto and I
recognize
say, if we murder them and the witch stuff stops, we figured it out.
you recognize Ivan Redbasket, who you saw the other night. You recognize the priest, and you recognize a young girl who is walking a little close to the priest. You also recognized her the other night walking with Ivan.
Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not even there.
Nope.
And
they're walking.
yeah, 2 young girls, 2 older guys.
And everyone's walking.
That's unfortunate.
That's not what I'm asking. Is everyone walking?
Yeah, they're all walking.
Okay. All right. So that's the speed they're traveling. I turn to Alto and I say, we should investigate this.
Yep.
All right. I will follow behind you because I am not very sneaky. Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah, like we follow them from a distance and we stay hidden as we do so.
Okay, sure. They walk into the woods and they're taking this like meandering, turning. It doesn't look like they're in a rush. It doesn't look like they're going to a specific place.
Just 2 old dudes and 2 chicks
God.
walking in the forest.
That's bad. They walk for actually it's like over an hour. It's like 2 to 3 hours.
Taking
And they're
a
just
mushroom
walking
hunt.
into the woods. They're heading to the northeast-ish a little bit. And the woods open up a little bit and they're on a little, is it tributary? It's just like a little stream that comes off of the Whitewater River.
Where the creek turns back.
Yeah. And they there's this little pool that kind of just looks unnatural. It kind of like veers off from the stream. And there's this little pool of water where it's got a couple of natural formations that have like streaming water filling into it. But it's like eerily still for the water that files into it.
Oh shit, is this a jacuzzi these old men are just taking them to?
They're
Flipping bubbles on.
did you guys give me dexterity tests to stay hidden?
Didn't we?
What was the
roll-
thing we rolled the one for? What was
Just
that?
to track them in the woods. Oh, we'll say you guys are still hidden. Well, that's fine. You see the four of them disrobe, and they all go into the pool, and they stand maybe like 3 or 4 feet away from the edge of the water, and they all face the center, and they kind of kneel. They kneel into the water, so the water is about up to their chest and shoulders, depending on their height. But they all kind of like move their hands in motions. They pick water up on their hands, and it kind of falls over them. And they're kind of doing this thing, and you can hear them slowly chanting and slowly murmuring things. You look up, and standing above the pool, you're not sure if it's actually there or if it's the rock formations or the shadows of the moonlight and the rocks playing tricks on your eyes. But it kind of looks like a goat's head, just the rocks above them. You surmise that this is probably Black Goat Pool that people have talked about. Some people have mentioned in passing earlier. After about 30, 40 minutes of it, they all stand up, and they go and retrieve their clothes and start putting their clothes on. And they're kind of just like amiably laughing and kind of talking with each other, sharing jokes. Everything's like, I don't know, it's
Jovial.
It's almost comfy. Yeah, it's jovial for a little bit. And you see the priest put his arm around the shoulder of one of the girls or whatever. And then they walk. And then the Red Basket and or Ivan, Red Basket, and the other girl, a younger woman, they don't like really interact, but they walk in a line and they begin making their way back towards you guys, towards the city.
Towards town. We should move. And I start cautiously moving just east of the path that we're on.
Kill him, interview her.
Yeah, I get out of the way, staying hidden, waiting for them to pass.
All right, this one, they're walking towards you and you guys are sneaking off. Give me another dexterity test.
Murder them.
2.
19.
Nope, 19.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, you make a kerfluffle.
Yeah.
And
I yell, halt!
You hear
Bring me a shrubbery.
you hear the thinner, smaller man that's not Ivan speak up, and he's like, let me see. He says, hey, who's out there?
I try to make enough like racket that Alto is not discovered.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
They all stop and they all look, and he steps forward. And I mean, you saw it when his shirt night robe thing was off. He's an older guy with a bushy white beard, but he's very like athletic. Like he's got that, like he does marathons and stuff.
He's like old man strong.
Yeah.
Sinewy muscle.
Yeah, and he's like, who goes there? Who's out there?
And I say, halt in the authority of Bridge.
Well, I know you don't sound like Christina. Who's in the woods? Who's that? Jimothy, is that you?
I run up to them and say, I am Nahale. I'm here to investigate the witchcraft that has happened. in this town.
You're the knight, the shining knight.
Yeah.
Come to save us from this wicked witch.
Yeah. And this seems pretty witchy.
He says, this is Ivan. You've met him, right? And Ivan's like, oh, hey guys, Nahale, how's it going? And then he's like, this is my daughter Stella. And he pats her on the shoulder.
Okay.
This is how you get brought into a cult. You want to sleep with her?
I join immediately.
And this here is Leia. And she's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Hi. I talked to your friend. And I promise you I guess it could look kind of witch. It's not though. Like I proved to him that I'm not a witch.
Oh,
and I can vouch for my friend. We're not witches.
Oh, none of you are witches?
No. And then
you're just naked in a pond?
Then David speaks up and he's like,
I put next to her name, not witch.
David, the priest, speaks up. And he's like, oh no, no, we don't partake in any witchcraft.
Oh, Well, I mean, what are you guys doing out here?
Oh, this was we were communing with the water drinker. That's about it.
What do I know about the water drinker?
I mean,
He's
that's one of the 3 avatars.
She's real kinky.
The avatar of the underworld and rivers and water.
All right.
It's a loving and deadly fertile deity.
Oh. That's a lot.
And he says, I was actually hoping to shed some light on our situation and hopefully help you guys.
I would be more than happy to receive information you have.
Well, what they were helping me with was, like I said, it was a commune with the water drinker, and
Sure. As one does.
He says, "I'm sorry. Do you have anything to eat on you? I'm quite hungry."
I'm sorry. I eat all of my meals at the inn.
Oh, okay. No, I spoke with the water drinker, tried to get some information that would help, and they didn't tell me anything about that. But I guess what the water drinker told me does now make sense. I saw movement. I saw armies. I saw forces, monsters, terrible things on the horizon. Big lumbering beasts, snarling teeth, vicious animals in the days to come.
These animals, are they animals or are they people?
They walked like men, but they were clearly not. There was something worse, something bigger, something with more hate in its heart.
What? I mean, can you tell me what they look like?
I can only interpret what the water drinker gives me, and I didn't see any up close. I just saw hundreds, if not thousands of them in the desert, moving. Huge clouds of dust, bigger than any city I've seen. Does that mean anything to you, sir?
It's fucking terrifying.
That sounds foreboding.
I'm here to investigate a witch.
It's outside of my job description.
Yeah, that doesn't really fall into my jurisdiction. Giant clouds of dust and monster men. What do you know of the dead fish?
He says, I know it's unfortunate, and I know it hurt Jethro's wallet. But that's about it.
What didn't?
The dead fish.
No, what didn't hurt Jethro's wallet?
I don't know. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you, son.
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 Kill them, Trey.
All right. How many are there?
He's like, what
They're unarmed. They're naked.
Wait, are they naked?
He's like, no, they've got robes on.
It's okay. He doesn't
Clothes.
have a sword.
He's like, I'm
gonna kill a bunch of people in the woods.
He's like, listen here, if you want to try again tomorrow night, perhaps you can come with me and join us, and I can see what the water drinker brings for you.
We can see what happens tomorrow when we all come together.
He's like, there's a few of us here in town that follow the water drinker. Obviously, Ivan and my daughter here, and Leah. If you and your friends are believers in the water drinker, I could see what the avatars have for you.
I believe that the lesser gods have something to say, but
He says, I'm sorry, the lesser gods?
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult you, but I mean,
What do you have to say, son? Go ahead, get it off your chest.
No, that's quite all right.
All right, well,
you know what?
Like I said, if you wanted to come and commune with the 3 avatars, I'd be more than happy to help. That's what I do for my people around here.
3 avatars hold wisdom. I'll agree to that. Maybe I'll meet you tomorrow night.
Well, all right. I'm glad we can get this cleared up.
Where shall we meet?
We can meet on the bridge if you want.
I'll see you there tomorrow night.
All right. He says, by the river where dreams will never die. And then he begins walking off, and the 4 of them just start walking off back to the city.
Right.
Nice.
Yep. And Alto, what are you doing?
After they walk off, I rejoin Nail.
Yeah.
We should follow them so we don't get lost.
Wisdom.
All right, you guys follow David the priest, Leah Teakwood the milkmaid. You follow Ivan Red.
You were supposed to follow from a distance and they didn't notice you. We were just like, hey guys, wait up.
You follow them back to the city, where we will see how the next day unfolds. Next session.
What was the name of the 4 people there? It was Ivan.
Ivan Ivan Redbasket, David Slingstringer, and then there's Stella Slingstringer and Leah Takewood.
Take wood. Yeah.
And then because I forgot to mark things, I'll say everyone gets like 40 experience.
Yeah.
Of course.
What?
No, that's fine. It's cool. Everybody gets the same. It's fine.
Wow. What? You didn't do shit. So you get 0.
Yeah, Boyd gets less.
You D-level. All right, so yeah, that was the end of that one. End of episode 5. Don't we have some
fan mail?
Fan
Yes, we
mail.
do.
Oh my god, we have so much fan mail.
We're swimming in it.
This balls deep in it. Hey guys, I'm very new to D&D. Well, I mean, we're playing a different tabletop RPG, but okay. As in my first time, I've been listening to you guys for about a week, listening for strategy / get an idea of WTF I'm doing. We don't know what the WTF we're doing either.
Not even a little.
That's how you know you're playing right.
I'm working at a dialysis clinic, so my work can be pretty gloomy. I listen to y'all when I set up in the morning, and I laugh most of the day.
Drink water, folks.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much for sharing and making my day brighter.
What's funny is I work for some nephrologists, and so I feel connected.
Nice. You guys are so
this is
connected.
from Aslan Garbs.
Aislinn?
Aslan? Aslan?
All right, well, now you're going to have to write back to us and let us know how to pronounce it so we can thank you, right? Thank you for setting that in.
From Denton, Texas. America's
Texas.
America.
It's like a whole nother country.
Well, thank you for the fan mail.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
And like you said, Trey, we're playing not D&D. But like there's so much bleed over. Like tabletop is so easy to play because it's no matter what system you're playing, you're still doing the same things. You know?
Just having fun with your
Basically.
friends.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. It's like programming. I mean, the basis is all there. It's just the syntax. It's a little different.
You're a fucking nerd.
Yep. But all of you fucking get it. So
That's true.
You're
you get it.
Speaking of our biggest nerds,
Our biggest nerds, we'd like to thank our higher level patrons, Tarken Davis, Rachel Lindley, and Sierra Jones. You are amazing as always. And a big shout out to the rest of our patrons as well. You guys help make this possible, and you help keep us liquored up, which is awesome.
That's the important part.
Yep. And
Yay for bad decisions and out
New.
of character decisions.
yeah. And studio equipment, all that fun stuff to try and make this better for you guys. If you'd like to join the ranks of our patrons, go to patreon.bardsnobles.com. We've got some pretty slick rewards. Starting at the $2 level will get you into the Discord server. You can talk to us and other patrons. We have a pretty good time. Got some pretty neat channels in there. We would also like to say a big thank you for everybody who came to see us at Magic City Con. Love talking to you guys. Had a great time as we always do.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we'll see you at some other cons.
I keep waiting for the day we see a Bards Noble cosplay.
Yep, that would be amazing.
Flint or GTFO.
Oh, I have to give a shout out to my little sister. Otherwise, I'm going to get yelled at for making this sweet dice bag.
That's pretty awesome.
It's crocheted.
That's
Can you see it on there?
It's huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, now all this means is I'm going to have to fill it up with more dice.
Yep.
I have to get more sets of dice.
That's exactly what that means.
That's right, patrons. Send Brian some dice.
Help me fill this up.
Check us out on YouTube to see Brian's giant sack.
Yep.
Yep.
Help him fill it.
Oh my God.
Fill him to the brim.
You know what? Thank you guys for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!